This conference will now be recorded.
Of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, for first order of business is oath of office. We have 3 of them tonight. Okay.
Oh, she's running, right? Did you text her? Oh, no, don't text her.
We will put her on hold.
Yeah.
We'll move to Andrew. Probably over by 5. Pictures.
There's somebody running. Just came running by them.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I will support the Constitution of the United States. You
I will
support
the Constitution of the United States
It's hard to go first. And the Constitution of the State of New York.
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
And I will take.
You gotta raise your right hand.
Let's do a do-over.
Include your name also.
Okay,
I, Andrew Quinn, will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the village board trustee for the term of April 3rd, 2023 to April 5th, 2027.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and so why don't you go ahead and sign it?
Oh, I got to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got pens, so you can sign, then I can sign. You sign right.
Nina, don't you sign?
Because he swore him in.
He can do it.
Yeah, it's not a notary thing, he's authorized to swear him in. And before you swear her in, I think you should officially, she's not officially appointed, so you should officially say that you're appointing.
Okay, so do we need to do that at the board level first and then swear in?
No, because it's just you, the board doesn't have to approve
Oh,
it.
correct, right. Okay. I will make my official. appointment.
Speak now or forever.
It's your last chance.
Okay.
So I will make it official that my appointment for justice is May Chow.
Right.
For May Chow. Okay, we can done this better now.
Doesn't she leave on vacation?
So I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of village court justice for the term of April 3rd, 2023 through April 1st, 2024.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And official. Thank you.
Thank you, welcome.
Thank you.
Do we get Lucy to co-sign her?
Yeah, with our, well, it's not going anywhere, don't worry.
I guess we'll
I think
go
yes,
through,
we
we'll come
can
back
take
as
them
soon as
on.
Katie
Yep.
gets here, right?
Yep.
Maybe she's had second thoughts.
I'll text her.
I texted you.
Are we good?
I just said looking for you. We'll see if she knows what that means. Yours will be more official.
Okay.
I'm just bored.
Our next order of business will be to adopt the village rules of order. We all have copies of that. We made those changes 2 years ago, and they're all the same as then. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye as well. Okay, and then the next is appointments. Bear with me. As deputy mayor, we will have Jackie Kelly. As village clerk, Anita Espling. Village treasurer, Mindy Godot. Village deputy treasurer and deputy clerk, Tracy Hathaway. DPW superintendent, Brad Hathaway. Village attorney, Janet Bliss. Village associate justice, Dean Dietrich, who have an annual compensation of $2,000. Deputy village court clerk will be Jennifer Hayes. Administrative committee will be Katie Brennan and Mark Galvin. And the Joint Youth Commission will be Katie Brennan and Andrew Quinn. Our village historian is Karen Fountain with an annual compensation of $1,000. Our village audit committee is the Board of Trustees. The local government liaison is Art Devlin and Jackie Kelly. And the Joint Town and Village Community Development Board is Art Devlin and Jackie Kelly. I thought you were back out. The Leaf Committee is Jackie Kelly. And Community Development is Katie Brennan and Andrew Quinn. And Land Code Review and Vacation Rentals is Jackie Kelly. And the Lake Placid Business Association liaison is Mark Galvin. Do I have a motion to accept this?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye as well.
And Katie is on her way.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as commissioner appointments, we're holding off on that. We're proposing some changes. If not, we're going to work through a few things. I'd rather not rush it and get it right. So for now, we'll just not have any until probably the next board meeting. And then that will take us into said trustees may receive an annual salary for service of trustee and commissioner of Lake Placid Village Incorporated in the following amount if they so desire. Mayor, $13,000 annually, deputy mayor, $10,000, and trustee, $7,500. Do I have a motion to accept this?
So moved.
Second.
All in
Just
favor?
wait and see. Going first.
Okay, now procedural items, they're all the same as last year and the year before and the year before. I can read them if you like, or we can just approve them, as we did last year.
We just approved them. I'll make the motion. Adopt them? I'll make
The
a
Motion to adopt.
motion to adopt the procedural items as listed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye as well. Okay. Village policies. Most of those are all the same. We have tweaked our travel policy. We have a good citizen policy, and we now have an ADA policy. We will be explaining some of those below. So let's see.
Also tweak the purchasing.
Purchasing, okay. And I do not ask for
Right.
approval of those yet until I go through the
There was a
ones
change,
that
right?
change, right?
We can't do a blanket with the travel. And, right?
I thought.
Right, but we
were
haven't
blanket.
put that in the
Oh,
policy.
we
No,
didn't?
it wasn't a
No,
blanket.
that-
Oh,
It was
okay.
to refer to
Okay.
the
state.
government site.
The IRS.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think what you're talking about is what I just sent an email out
Yes.
today. Remember what I told you about? Yeah, so that wasn't part of the policy, that was just the, I guess, procedure.
Yeah.
So that was never in here. I
Okay.
just sent that to all of you for your FYI. Thank you for.
So for Katie to vote, after she has to be sworn in.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay. Silver flag.
Okay, raise your right hand.
Just state your name.
And state your name.
I, Katie Kernan,
Okay, I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
I will faithfully discharge the duties of
Village Board Trustee
Village Board Trustee
for the term of April 3rd, 2023 through April 5th, 2027.
for the term of April 3rd, 2023 to April 5th, 2027.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And now we need your signature. This sign here.
While you should put those two also.
I think we got it recorded.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Wisdom.
Those are the ones that I'll send to her.
Okay, so where we just were was our village policies, and we're about to vote on those. They're
Absolutely. Yeah, you sent through earlier.
Perfect. And, okay, so the board resolves to accept and approve the village policy listed above for 2022, 2023, with the exception of the travel policy and the purchasing policy, which we'll do separately. Do I have a motion to accept? Or
Adopt. I'll make the motion to adopt.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then the next one is the board resolves to modify the travel policy to base the cost of meal reimbursement on the U.S. General Services Administration recommended rates.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The board resolves to, number 8, the board resolves to modify the purchasing policy at the recommendation of the treasurer for the village mechanic to be consulted on all vehicle purchases for input and current vehicle lifespan expectancy and compatibility of future vehicle purchases.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Okay, and then media and bank designations. Resolution number 9, the board designates the Lake Placid News and the Adirondack Daily Enterprise as the official newspapers of the village of Lake Placid, and designates the radio station WSLP 100.7 Lake FM as the official radio station of the village of the Lake Placid for a period of 1 year.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good. And resolution number 10 is the board duly resolves to designate NBT Bank, Champlain Bank, Adirondack Bank, Community Bank, and NICLAS as depositories for the funds of Lake Placid Village Incorporated for 1 year as provided for in section 4-412, 3 and 2 of the municipal law.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So at this point, then, with no more further business coming before the board, a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And at that point, then, we will transition over into our regular board meeting. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Go out and celebrate.
Free cone day.
Oh, that's right, we missed Free Cone Day. Yeah, Ben and Jerry.
No, it's open until late.
They're open late.
Yeah.
Head on over now.
I was on Main
I
Street
didn't know
yesterday,
that.
saw the sign.
Okay. Something we said, or,
Yeah, no offense.
this was in honor of Peter, right?
Yeah, that's right. Can't
Okay.
occupy it.
Pledge allegiance, we've done that. We're not going to do that again, do we?
No.
Okay, we will start with clerk items. So our regular board meeting minutes from March 20th. Does anyone have any changes or omissions?
Nope, I'll make them. Oh, you do?
No, I was just saying.
Oh, okay. I'll make the motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Thank you, Anita, as always. Access Technologies Integration Contract Agreement, that is the parking meter.
Maintenance
Anything you want to
agreement.
say on that, or, okay, very good.
So I just had a couple of, I mean, it seems straightforward to a degree, but they also seems like they're protecting themselves a little bit on some of the potential downside costs that they might have. So it's not,
Go costs.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not quite the like all encompassing
Not bump.
service.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
warranty product, or if it's a warranty portion of it, they will cover it, full cost, they'll come up and fix it.
Yeah.
It's part of the contracted amount. If it's normal wear and tear, just like on a car, your brakes go, you gotta replace them, so you gotta pay for them, your warranty doesn't cover them, same basis.
Yeah, so which I understand the logic. I think it's just you're testing whether that it still makes sense from a cost perspective.
Do you know what parts aren't under warranty? Like, is the card reader as you put
The
in?
card reader is, the coin collectors are, the motherboards
was-
are,
yes.
all the major components
It was
are.
in there.
If the wheel for the paper feed goes, we gotta pay for it because it's for overuse of the paper feed.
if we overuse
If
it.
the clutter on the paper feed goes
Yeah, I was
because
just
you've
gonna
been
say.
utilizing it for that long,
Okay.
those are normal wear and tear on the machine. But the maintenance portion of it, where they're coming up and maintaining it on an annual basis, should help to mitigate some of that.
Got it, so they should be catching that
Yes,
stuff and
before it
therefore
goes.
not, okay, so that is less of a concern then.
Well,
So with the 30,000, that means that's general maintenance too.
General maintenance, major parts, and then coming up to fix it.
Is it one visit a year?
Yes, they'll do one annual visit a year.
No matter what, included in the 30,000?
Yes, which I've talked to Todd and told him that I would prefer spring after they've swept the roads. Because by that point, all of the dirt, the salt, and everything else from the winter will hit them and needs to be cleaned out.
Mhm.
That makes-
So,
Yeah, don't do it before. It's like-
no,
And you want it all definitely up and running for the summer, so that's sort of like, that seems like a good timing.
And also, if these meters went down, any one of them in the middle of the busy season, or we took time to get to it, you could pay the contract off pretty quickly, so.
oh, yeah.
Are you the major contact?
Got it, yes. Okay, so
Not the police department, you
No,
are.
I am the major contact,
And-
because I'm the one that mapped them out prior to it.
And you were the one that does the upgrades? Is Tracy backed up on
Yes,
that?
Tracy knows.
Because I'm
as
assuming it's a
rep-
web-based, cloud-based where you go in and.
Yes, Tracy's the backup on that side of it, and then from the meters themselves side of it, the highway department has good contact with Todd from ATI. And two of the employees down there do as well. And they're trained on how to empty the machines, maintain them, move them, and clean them.
Do they empty the machines, the highway department? or
No.
The police department does?
Department.
And would those individuals be the level one
Yes.
people that we need
So
to
our
have as part of
parking
this
enforcement
contract?
officers first, and then our highway DPW has always been trained in the parking meters because they're on the street more than anybody else.
So when you say the police department, you don't just mean the police department, you mean the
Parking
parking.
enforcement, so Catherine right now
Right.
is the one that enters the meters.
But she doesn't go along, does she?
She's not supposed to. Whether or not that is the case, I mean, Marty used to do it on his own, and then when Marty left and Jason was there before, in between, Jason would do it on his own, but they bring a vehicle now instead of hauling the buckets with them,
Mhm.
which is what they used to do way back
Am I
when.
wrong in that the coins go into a box that's locked and you don't have the key to open that
Correct.
device? So
The
it's
bank
not-
holds all of that.
Yeah, so it's
We
not
can't
like,
access
Less
How
risky.
much is cash and how much is credit card? Is it 50/50? Is it-
No,
Mostly credit
95.
card.
mostly credit card, and actually, our mobile app has really taken a run.
Do we lose 3%?
No, it's worked into their fee.
Okay.
So if you pay by card,
Mhm.
it's worked into the fee you pay at the meter.
And there's also like a 20% 20 in Floburg? 18? 18%.
But it's broken out. One's a processing fee and one's Flowbird
Right.
actual maintenance fee.
But,
It's a convenience.
yeah,
Great, yeah, sorry, I definitely, I'm still supportive. I think I just wanted to understand that a little bit more because I thought, I was under the impression that it was sort of more of an
Everything,
all-inclusive
yeah.
It
and
used
given
to
that it's
be.
not.
I mean, I know how big the coins used to be. Because Patrick, my son worked that one summer at Main Street. He would go in, he was working up there, but they'd take him to Main Street one day a week.
Mhm.
And all he did was roll coins. King coins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
used to be that much.
Now
Well-
machines do that too.
This month
Well,
in
it's still-
revenue in just credit cards was in March, which wasn't super busy, but, and we didn't have every machine up and running, it was about 20,000 in revenue.
was
In-
up 20 or
No,
was
was
just
20.
20?
With 1,200 in coin. And that wasn't every machine emptied, but the vast majority of them emptied, and they hadn't been emptied in a while.
and what percentage use the app?
I don't know
One or
off the
two,
top of my
three.
head, I would say probably 15.
That's pretty good. Is that up?
Oh, yeah.
How much is
When we first started,
Every year?
there are no bills.
No bills, we
No, we don't do bills anymore. with the condensation and the cold weather, the
Oh, that
bill
makes sense.
acceptors would always jam and we'd spend more trying to get them unjammed than it was worth, so we just got rid of them. Coin credit.
Okay, so even with the kind of, the lack of like a full service contract, still happy that this is good value for money.
Yes.
And if when we sign this, they can come up and fix the meters in the top plot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Those are battery issues, which
Okay.
have been sent out. Those are solar.
Okay.
And the batteries, once the winter progresses and it gets so cold, those batteries drain. And it's like a car battery, unless you consistently start the car battery in the wintertime, it's gonna drain out and die. Well, we've hit the end of our winter season and it's pretty well. We can have them recharged.
That seems like that seems like something we probably need a longer term fix for, because I can't imagine that'll happen every single year and those.
With every solar machine we've had up there, we've always had issues with it. It's
That's
just
what I
the
mean.
area that it's in, and we can't get power run onto it, direct power. That's
So
what
we do something with the upper line.
Yes.
Okay, anything else? And do I have a motion to approve the technologies integrated contract?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Thank you, Mindy, for all your work on that. Item C, fire department roof replacement bid. Would you like to speak to that?
This is just, Justin came and talked to me today. He does still have the money in his budget, and he needs to replace the roof on the fire department. I was well aware of it. So I think this is just your approval so he can go out to bid.
Put an RFP out.
So is that, and I don't mean to say, is that an asphalt roof now? Or is it?
So, yeah, I think
Yes,
that's-
it is.
Are we gonna look at metal or not?
I'm hoping
Says
eventually
wants
we're looking at a
shingle.
new building, but. Well, it'd be
We could
nice.
always add that as a stipulation, one or the other, both,
Just to find
to
out.
see.
In the RFP,
Yeah. So right now, I think they're saying that it's gonna be another,
asphalt.
shingle roof. So, yeah.
But we can always have them add it to the RFP, that's not a problem.
Yeah, I'm just asking because,
Well, it's better to have more than one
That
option.
makes
I
sense.
mean, if you're talking $8,000 more for metal,
Which will last longer and.
and I just was asking a friend today about roofs, and I was blown away.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting anywhere from 800 to 1,000
Yeah.
square.
That's terrible.
Does that include taking the old away?
Yeah,
No,
No?
that one, for 1,000 square, I mean,
That's nuts.
didn't we have a problem with that roof when the building was first built? There was a big problem with that roof. This is not the first time it's had to be replaced.
No. And I think
the
it's
first
a roof
time
on
was-
top of a roof.
It is, yes, because first time the nails went through.
And started leaking in the back corner and whatever.
Yes, that was a,
because then that way you wouldn't have to replace the roof if you went with metal, you would just go over. So that's the only reason.
Yeah, definitely something that
That's some reason that I
would
would
be worth
just,
looking
Would they
at.
allow you to put a third roof on the
oh
building?
yeah, if it's metal,
I think they put a cold roof on
Yeah.
it. They built the whole thing up, I think. They just didn't put shingles on top of shingles. They built what I think they call a cold
cold
roof.
roof,
With furring strips, and
Yes.
gave it an airspace in between.
and that
Yes,
would be the
because
same
the first
thing.
roof was defective work.
So I move that we go to bid for the fire department, adding to see if there's a metal option.
I'll second.
All in favor?
I
Passes. And item D is motorboat on Mirror Lake to install Northwood School rowing course. Any questions? It's routine for us, but you guys, it's new, okay? A motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else to come from the alert?
I got a request this afternoon from Greg Borzilleri. This is regarding this year's Lake Placid Marathon. He says they're getting significantly higher numbers signing up than the last 3 years, and they'd like to return to the Oval for June 11th this year. He's spoken to the police chief, and they've come up with a plan to use the former course, Mill Pond Drive, McClenathan, and School Street for the final half mile. The police department is okay with it, so he's asking if
I
all of
think you
you.
should verify that with Chuck.
I can. I mean, I don't think he flat out lying here, but okay.
So we can make a resolution.
Subject to.
Well, and then the other question is if this is last minute.
When
for
is
you.
this?
June 11th.
I mean, we can table this till the next meeting if you need time to think about it. But if you think it's something you're okay with, we can make it with.
So they,
Does he have school or orders permission to use the Oval?
He did not say one way or the other.
Where was the original course?
It was that.
It was
It was
that.
that.
Then-
was that-
No, but I mean, like, what was already in the works before he's looking to change? 'Cause
No.
that-
Where, I know the finish, it was at Milcom, Jutra, right?
Yeah. Would,
I
would
think-
not come up here, it would end on Milt. Pond
Because of
Drive at
construction.
Jutro Park Because of the construction.
Yeah, that's where it was last year, wasn't it?
Yes.
The last 3 years.
Yeah. Okay.
But it started at the horse show grounds, right?
also that,
Yes.
And then started, used to start at the horse show, last couple of years, started at the horse show grounds and finished at Jutro Park. Prior to that, it was always start and finish
here.
here.
Are they gonna start, where are they gonna start, does it say?
I think start here because he says likely going to need to return to the Oval. So I read that as start, but I could ask him to spell it all out for us if you guys would
Let's table
prefer.
this. I mean, that would be my suggestion.
We have
Ask him
enough
to,
questions we couldn't answer
yeah,
yet.
ask him to give us a couple of maps
Okay.
And give
rather than
us-
just talk about it
Mhm.
and then, and actually put in a proposal. Because that'll help us understand.
Give them where the course is gonna
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
Yeah.
If he gets those out to you in the next week, maybe you could get everything out so they have. a good
And the
week.
times he's gonna want.
Is it just that, this the whole, or is this just the half?
It's the half and the whole.
Okay, because remember there was just a half.
Now it's half and whole.
I'm just trying to,
No, wait, you have, but I think,
it's both. Okay.
and it used to, when it started up here, first go around the lake.
Yeah.
So that's a whole change if it's gonna be in town or in the village now.
Did he ask for the old route?
He says, we have come up with a plan to use the former course for the final half mile.
Oh,
Let's get the details.
Yeah, I'll ask him to
Yeah.
spell the whole thing out for us.
So for that would be just from Draw Park to here's the half mile.
Probably.
Mhm.
right, because Jutra Park can't handle I think he's got over 2,000.
Yeah, so they can't handle
Okay.
the,
Yeah.
okay.
And that would be good to understand as well what the participant numbers are looking
Okay.
like.
So do we need to table something that didn't make the agenda to begin with?
Well, I think you've got, he asked to put it on the agenda.
Yes.
And you can say, we're not putting it on the agenda because we need additional details.
In writing.
Right, but so we do need to table it, right? I mean, we've
Well-
discussed it or
But just,
not.
no, you need to just say,
Just ask
if the
him.
board did not
Yeah,
address
okay.
it, you need to
Got it.
come up with a written plan.
Helping them understand the parameters that would be successful for discussion.
Okay.
Anything else?
Just the announcement that after discussion with some of the board, we're canceling next week's workshop because only one board member will be here for that.
Failure to get a quorum, right? Glad everyone's getting away. Treasure items, just approve warrant affidavit number 16.
Nope.
This meeting.
Congratulations. Was it fun? A motion to accept?
Can I, sorry, yeah.
And actually, you have to sign that bottom part. I think you didn't do that.
So moved, or whatever she has to move outside.
No.
No, they don't. Go ahead, you do first and second.
I just had a really weird question. One of the bills for, had a $599 charge for a computer, but it was an auto part. It was Napa, or it was,
Oh, yeah,
what,
For one of the trucks.
it's for one of the trucks. You gotta have a computer to see what's wrong with vehicles. You attach the computer to the components in the
So we
vehicle.
buy that?
Yes.
Okay, and that can only be bought from an
Yes.
automotive, okay. I
Sometimes you'll see it come through, like we already have the machine. You'll see it come through as like an upgrade to the computer, but it comes through NAPA
Okay.
because they sell us the upgrade. But yes, that's what that's for. Because, everything is electronic.
Yes, I do.
So that makes sense, that yes, you have to.
So we have a first and a second, all in favor?
I,
Thank you very much.
sorry.
Anything under new business to come before the board tonight?
I have a question. Am I supposed to sign this or am I supposed to?
Yeah, no, you
Just
sign
saying.
it.
You do both, sign it and give it to Jackie.
You will be trained in how to review it as well.
My question is, I don't know if it's under new business or not. We just got an idea of how much we got for the parking meters.
Mhm.
Do we get, every month, do we know how much revenue we get in and how much expenses?
So now that I'm all caught up, you will.
Okay, that's just my question, because like,
Yes, you absolutely
Not just
will.
from parking meters.
No, not just for
Right,
parking
okay,
meters, but in
from
general,
everything.
yeah. I'll
But
give you
this
the-
was good to know that, wow, we need 20,000, then it was good to know, well, so 1,200 in coins,
Mhm.
so it's just good to know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now we're like, okay, so this is what we can pay and what we don't, or what's where we are.
Yeah, absolutely. I played catch up for quite a while and I'm finally, knock on wood, caught up with everything.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, just that short little stint of time she was here, did it? But no, there will start to be monthly budget reports that go out that show you revenue that came in, total revenue that we're at, monthly expenditures and where we're total today with expenditures.
Okay, that's all, that was my only thing.
I think Brad was meeting with Ivan today to go over the final figures for Main Street, right?
Yes, which praying that happens very, very quickly, so we can button that up because we don't get the rest of the overage money until we go into long-term financing. So everything's been approved, but EFC will not pay us until we go on.
Right.
Which we think is
Financial
about,
advisors,
Fiscal advisors?
this goes, yeah, they're looking at everything.
Yes.
When, when, do you do it annually when you do your bond payments and what's coming due, what bond is up
So
for?
in your budget,
Yep,
there is a debt service schedule that shows the bond, how much we currently owe on it, when it's due, when the interest is due, and when it matures.
so that doesn't get updated until, it's an annual
Once a year,
thing?
yeah,
Okay,
because
that's what
it goes
yep,
through the span of the year.
okay.
with the budget.
Fiscal advisors will go out to bid, right?
Yes. For our long term. On the, not on this, clean water, that converts to 0%.
Right.
So we don't have to worry about that one. Drinking water is subsidized. So, yes, that will have to go out to bid. And I'm praying that
What do you think the final amount's gonna be that we're gonna have to go out to bid on?
for the drinking water SRF, we're looking right now, the bond got increased by 2.6 million, so 4.25.
That's Main Street and,
Main Street and the water filtration plant.
And that was the clean water that was always broken out in the
No,
Main
it's
Street
Drinking water,
drinking water.
drinking water.
drinking water that was broken out in the Main Street project. There
Yes.
was always a line item.
Yes. Because that came off of the grant and financing that Kathy Swazo obtained
Right.
versus the other grants that were obtained for the Main Street project itself, which was clean water.
Any idea what interest rates are these days when people go out, when municipalities go out?
So last I spoke, fiscal advisors was at the GFOE conference last week, and right now they're about 3.5. So we're looking quite possibly with the rate adjustments for the 4.25. It doesn't go over, please. When we did the rate structure increase on water rates, we went up 5, so.
So hopefully it'll
last.
Yes.
One other question.
Mhm.
So I was looking, I got my electric bill.
Mhm.
So this isn't a big thing, but it just seems that we charge too little for late fee.
So,
And I'm not trying to say it, but it was like 113. I'm just kidding. And then it was 115 if I didn't pay it. So some people are just like,
That's 1%.
yes, so
Right, it's 1%.
our late fee is set by the New York Power Authority tariff. That tariff, so we went through a big rate structure increase, which I'm pretty bad. It goes through here in the next like month. They have their organizational meeting or their budget meeting, not budget, board meeting this month. So as long as everything passes, NIPA, new rates will go into effect next month. That being said, when you do a rate study, concurrently, you generally do a tariff rewrite as well. That is listed in a portion of the rewrite, but the gentleman that was doing our rate study had never done a rate study before. He got laden with 3 right off the get-go, ended up with 6 or 7 by the time it was all said and done. And we just got our rates from NIPA, and that gentleman no longer works in that department. So they focused all their efforts, because this was a 3.5, 4-year project to get this done. It should only take about 6 months to 8 months to have a rate study done. So they put all their efforts into just increasing the rates and figuring the rate structure out. We made a couple of modifications like this. The customer service charge went from $5.05 to $8 to help compensate for those differences. But that is on the docket for the next round, as soon as we find out who our new advisor will be.
So they didn't approve a penalty.
No, they didn't approve a penalty change. They approved the service class increase, they approved the rate changes, and then the after hours fee, if you have to get turned back on, went up as well. So,
that was just one of mine then. I just thought it was,
Jesus left us.
oh.
I just
He
thought
left
it
a
was
long
too
while
cheap.
I
ago.
know, he was the one.
Also, before we
Then
leave,
we had Magic.
we were talking more about the things being converted to long-term financing. We're very lucky that Passports and Mindy had us with a healthy fund balance. I know a lot of discussion happened, but this is the payoff. And Craig was very instrumental in that too, that we have a healthy fund balance. But a lot of it is tied up and will be for the next 7 months. But just a kudos to those that made that happen. Okay, anything else under new business? Did you remember what it was?
Well, yes, it might be under old business too, but on the website, we did want to include pictures of the new trustees and boards. So if you would send Anita, I don't know, what size does it have to be? Do you
So are
know?
we not getting them done
That was our other
professionally?
question.
We got, no, I don't think we're getting them.
Okay.
Did we do, was it cost prohibitive?
Well, I am not going to Mindy with it. We can all do it with our iPhones.
All right, I've got
Well, we got a nice camera upstairs that
Tracy
used
just
for
took
our
one.
IDs.
That's true.
So would use those too.
Although-
She just took one.
Remind me.
That's a nice picture, but mine didn't come out that nice.
Yeah, mine is a bit more mugshot.
Either,
I got a
so do you want to
reflection off my
ask
head.
Haley?
I could ask if there's.
It looks
or
much
we could
better
go
than
to
my
send
one
them
for
and I
the
can
court. so.
upload it and see what.
It was $750. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you have yours from when you ran for board.
That's
and
what I was
Heston
thinking.
Ran for board, like.
And Mark does too.
I've got an entry-level pro camera I can bring in.
Okay, there we go.
I'll,
You have the ones that
I'll
were
send you.
posted on the website when you guys ran for board.
And I was also, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I also think we ought to, under our department heads, put pictures of them there. At least this, whether you guys, at least if you want them or not, we should ask. I
He's
want to
probably,
offer.
yeah, right, some may not.
And I thought it might be nice to take like the electric department team and do a group photo in front of a truck or
It's
something.
not a bad idea.
You could do that, yeah.
But I just
I
thought I'd
think
throw that
Tupper
out.
Lake's website is set up similar to that, where they have, you know. that
I would
way-
try to get,
If you see this guy, he does work for us.
I like that idea.
I mean, just kind of, we're trying to get more user-friendly and all
More
that.
personal.
Personal, there we go. All right, so do remind me, like I said, I'll bring it in, we can do that. Anything else?
No,
Was that old business then?
sort of, maybe, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Anything to come up under old business? Under mayor items, just that I went to, so maybe some of you went to it, the finals for the synchronized meeting. A lot of people in town, big success. And that was really 3 years ago when it was canceled. Wasn't that one of the first casualties of COVID?
Well, it was, but actually they started bidding on this in 2014.
Okay.
Mary Stanton, Mary Elizabeth Whiteman, Denny Allen started bidding on this and working with US Figure Skating to get this event here, and it was scheduled for 2020. And
And it was
a
right
week
after COVID closed.
a week before the event, it got
Yeah.
6 months of work. It just,
That and Bike Week.
There were a lot of
It was
Yeah.
good, it was a good event.
It was very well attended, and it's really interesting because it's a team event, not an individual. It's like going to a soccer match or a football team, and boy, when the Americans came on, I can't imagine what it was like during the US hockey team with the Russians, but it was really loud in there. It was very nice. Anything under commissioner reports?
There are no commissioners.
the lights are down and the trees are down.
It's kind of sad.
It is, it's very sad. Main Street looks very sad, but it'll get
But
better.
you probably are Connie Cross proof. She might have come back if you hadn't done it when you did.
Yeah.
No, thanks for all your efforts on that. The Main Street really did look nice this year. Anything else under commissioner reports for those that we still have, don't have? At that point, not much here. Any questions from those at home? Any questions for the board?
Hi, this is
Lauren?
Bill Billings.
Hi, Bill.
I just wanted to tune in and see if there was any discussion about the Stewart program, or if you had any questions or had needed any information in relation to getting some funding going for the Stewart program.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk yet with Derek, but I will do that this week. And how are you doing on your end? Are you still looking at the proportions you said before?
Yes, the only thing we found out is that Ironman is not doing any civic donations this year. And I will be attending the town board meeting tomorrow evening to talk to them about it too. We have not received any reply back from the Eline Foundation or the Cloud Splitter Foundation as of yet. And I don't think we will for a couple more weeks anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to see if you had any questions or if there was any discussion about it, so that I'm going to try and move forward with it at some point and to see where we're at.
Bill, I had a discussion with Roost about the good neighbor policy and adding any type of verbiage that you would like to include as far as shore owners on Mirror Lake and renters being aware of both the invasive species and the algae bloom. So I haven't had a chance to talk to Emily from the town because she's on vacation. So when she gets back, but Roost is fine in adding it to the good neighbor policy along with the vacation rentals. So that's promising.
So
Good.
what
And
about-
with that, where can I get a copy of that? That's in the building office, isn't it?
It is, and it's also online, but I have one and I can send it to you.
Oh, great.
Where's that?
Now we can look at the word.
Hang out with the water
I was
quality.
just going to say, can you talk to MJ about that? Find out why they're no longer
Yeah.
helping out in the community.
Especially for water quality, since they're using Mirror Lake. Bill, also, this is Janet. Sandy sent me a copy of the notice that you'd like to use in case there is another algae bloom. I didn't have any issue with it.
Oh, good. Good. All right. And tomorrow night when we talk to the town board, we're going to get hopefully some feedback from them about getting the plan in place so that if we do have a bloom, we have the signs ready and we have locations that we can that are already approved and ready to go. So we'll be working on that also.
Great.
Sounds, thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
MJ's in California, but
Okay, do you want me to talk to Jim? I mean, I think
yeah,
somebody-
absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. And can we, I mean, I'm sure someone knows, but it'd be good to understand like how much Ironman usually do in terms of community donations, what they usually support.
I think Ironman stopped doing that and they gave money to
Athletic Foundation.
Foundation Callie Brooks, and I think she.
Then you applied,
Then you applied.
but that was mostly, as I understood it, for scholarships for athletes.
I thought they did it for fire departments and that too, so I'd have to.
Those checks come directly from Ironman.
But it would be good just to understand what
If they're not
chain
doing it,
is
then
what
No,
they're
but in the
doing.
past, like fire departments and such, those came directly.
So I
from
think
Ironman.
we need to find out if they're not doing.
yeah, that'll
We
hit
can
some
ask Greg
budgets.
Balsalary.
Yeah, you're the
Call Jim
budgets.
directly.
We need to
Yep.
understand you. And if, you know, and who
Greg
knows, if-
Balsalary wants to know about changing the route.
The other thing
We can
is,
ask him about the other thing.
but if they've decided that that doesn't make sense for them, then, you know, it'd be helpful to understand what that looks like and also maybe an opportunity to formalize the relationship in a different way.
Bill, did you approach Roost? I can't remember now. I don't remember you saying that they were part of your formula for donations.
No, we did not approach Roost.
I'll be talking to Jim about Ironman. I'll ask him at the same time.
Okay. Great, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
And Laura, anything from you tonight? We're going to take that as a no.
I think it was a wave or a blink.
Okay, nothing else to come?
Nope.
I was just gonna confirm that I don't have questions right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so if nothing else has come before the board tonight, a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Thank you for your time.